Well, hey, how's it going, forum? Great to have your company once again. After the video that I posted just recently about the Anaheim Police Department opening fire on the civilians of California, I was absolutely outraged. I was disgusted more than anything that I'd seen in the past. I expect this kind of behavior from Israel. This is the standard operating procedure. This is the modus operandi of the IDF against the innocent civilian Palestinians. I can expect that. However, I never, ever in my wildest dreams expected it to happen in California. With this in mind, I gave a call to the Anaheim Police Department to ask a few questions, to find out if they have an ethics department, to find out if they have any moral compunction whatsoever, to get some answers. And here's what's happened.
Anaheim Police Dispatcher today.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yes, a very good morning there. How are we today?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. Just calling up. I was hoping to speak to the officer in charge there at the station. Have I called the Anaheim Police Station?
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. Is the officer in charge there, ma'am?
Sure, one moment. Let me transfer you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Service Office Alonzo.
Yes, a very good morning, sir. How are we today?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. My name is Steve Johnson. Just calling from Southeast Asian News, hoping you've had a wonderful day.
Very good, thanks.
You've had a wonderful day, have you, sir?
Hello?
Yes, sir. You've had a wonderful day, have you?
Is there anything I could help you with? Because I'm a little bit busy.
Oh, of course. I bet you're very busy at the moment because, in fact, your police officers have been very busy assaulting people, shooting children, and, of course, behaving like terrorists. Do you realize a lot of your officers could go to jail for about 10 years for inciting domestic terrorism?
Okay. Is there anything else I could help you with?
Are you aware of that, sir, that you could possibly be charged yourself as an officer in charge? You could go to jail for doing that kind of action against the American people?
Sounds good.
You think that's good, do you?
Day.
Do you really think that's good, picking up soap for Big Bad Bubba?
Hello. Thank you for calling Anaheim Anytime. If this is life-threatening, hang up and dial 911.
Para español, oprima el número 9.
Press 0 to ask a question or submit a service request. Press 1 to check the status of a previously submitted Anaheim Anytime service request. Press 2 to hear information on topics of interest. Press 3 for electric or water services. Press 4 to report graffiti using our automated system.
Please enter your 5-digit Anaheim Anytime request number, followed by the pound sign.
You've reached Sergeant Criddle from the Criminal Intelligence Unit. I'm out in the field right now. Please leave your name and number and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Yes, hello, Criminal Intelligence Unit. I'd like to report some terrorism done by the Anaheim Police. I'm sure you're aware of it because shooting kids and moms and sicking dogs on people is pretty fucking low. Do you realize that? Filthy fucking pigs. Wake up to your fucking selves. Yes, hello.
Hello. Hi there.
Is that the Anaheim Police Department?
Yes, it is.
Can you tell me, ma'am, do you have an ethics department there?
An ethics department?
Yes.
It probably will fall under our internal affairs.
I know you have an internal affairs, but do you have an ethics department?
No, not specifically.
No, I'm not surprised. Do you have a public relations office?
Yeah.
Okay, could you put me through there, ma'am, please? My name is Steve Johnson. I'm calling from SoutheastAsianNews.org just with a couple of questions.
You're calling from a news agency?
Fantastic to have your company there. Can you identify yourself as an officer, ma'am?
No, I'm a dispatcher.
Oh, so you're not even the police. That's very curious, because I've called the police number, and you're telling me I haven't got a police officer? Please put me through to somebody there who actually has a badge.
I can't do that. Now, did you say you wanted internal affairs?
Oh, you can't do that. Yeah, put me through to internal affairs. That'd be fantastic.
No, I'll put you through to our media office, because you're with the news, correct?
That is correct, ma'am.
Okay, then you're going to media affairs. Hold on.
Anaheim Police.
Yes, hello. I just got called up, and I'm calling up to speak to somebody there, but I got put on hold for about 5 minutes. I was just wondering,
We're very busy and very short-handed. How can I help you?
Okay, do you do that to everybody? Do you just put them on hold and just leave the phone there?
If we have to get 911 lines, yes.
Well, I haven't called the 911 line. Can you tell me there?
I'm saying we have to put business lines on hold if 911s ring.
Oh, really?
Can I help you?
Yeah, well, I hope you can, but you haven't been of much help so far, and I'm not surprised considering that I've called the Anaheim Police Department. They don't seem to be of much help to anyone. Do you have kids that have been shot in the head there, ma'am? Do you have children that have been terrorized by police officers? Do you?
How can I help you today, sir?
You can help me by answering a few questions. Perhaps I can call you and ask you a few questions, because you don't seem to be capable of putting me through to anyone who can.
Okay, what's your question?
Is it okay to shoot children, do you think, ma'am?
I'm sorry, I can't offer opinions. It's an ongoing investigation.
So why the heck are you asking me that it's okay to ask you questions if you're not going to answer?
Website?
Are you not going to answer me any questions, or are you just going to be a smart ass?
No, I'm not going to answer any questions regarding the ongoing...
Well, put me through to somebody who can. They don't pay you to be a banana monkey there, okay? You want some bananas? We can get you some bananas. Just push the button like a good little monkey and put me through.
If there's a specific question,
I have many.
We're not going to comment.
I have many questions. I have many questions, but you've just told me you can't answer questions, so put me through to someone who can. Okay?
You can go online.
They don't pay you bananas to be a monkey. Now put me through. Thank you, ma'am.
So you can file a complaint online, or you can come down to the station and file a
Oh, I'm sure I can file many complaints. And my first complaint will be about you. Can you identify yourself, please?
Yes, my last name is Cameron.
Fantastic. Put me through, Cameron. I'm waiting here. I'm calling from overseas, and I don't have the patience that some of the people had today to put up with your office. Because your office is containing a lot of terrorists. Do you realize that? Shooting children and putting dogs onto women holding babies. That is just disgusting. And you can support that? You don't mind working for a company like that? How dare you? What kind of animal are you that you think that's okay? You don't mind accepting your 30 pieces of silver at the end of the week?
Sir, if you'd like to file a complaint...
Oh, gee, do you think I would like to file a complaint?
Website?
I would like to do more than file a complaint. Put me through to somebody who can answer me, please.
I didn't hear your question.
That's because you're not using your brain. They don't pay you money to use your brain. They pay you money to push buttons. Now push a button and put me through like a good little monkey.
Sir, there's no one for me to put you through to. If you would like me,
there's nobody there at the police station. I think you're lying to me now. I think you're a liar. You're a paid liar.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anaheim Police, Dispatcher Scott.
Yes, hello there, ma'am. Can you tell me, do you have a department that deals with terrorism?
A department that deals with terrorism?
That is correct.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. Do you have a department that deals with terrorism?
Hold on a moment. Yes, we do have a department that deals with terrorism.
Fantastic. I would love for you to put me through there. That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Are you an Anaheim police officer, sir?
No.
Yes?
No, I'm not.
Do you deal with terrorism?
I guess I do.
You guess you could say you do?
Well, as an employee of the Anaheim Police Department, I guess we all do.
Well, either you do or you don't. Obviously, I asked to be put through to someone who can deal with terrorism. Do you deal with terrorism, sir?
In what capacity?
Well, either you do or you don't. Do you deal with terrorism?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Because I saw on my TV screens just tonight some real shocking images of domestic terrorism, of police officers shooting kids and sicking dogs on the babies. Is that okay with you, sir?
If you'd like to file a complaint, you can visit our website.
That was not the question. I'm asking, is that okay with you?
I'm not going to answer your question.
And why is that? Because you're paid not to answer questions? I believe you're a public servant. And if you can't answer the question, why are you accepting a wage? You should hand in your resignation immediately. If you can't answer questions, why are you being paid by the public? You're obviously a stooge. Do you feel good about that, sir? Have your children ever faced a shotgun? Would you like your children to face a shotgun, sir? Would you like your kids or your babies to be sicked on by a German Shepherd dog? Sir?
Anything else I can today?
I can't hear you.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Oh, is that helping me, is it? Do you think that's helping me by turning your guns on kids and moms? That's not helping anyone. That is, you're supporting terrorism, sir, and you're a terrorist yourself. How dare you do that to American people?
Do you website file your complaint?
I would like you to hand yourself in immediately for supporting terrorism. You're obviously a terrorism supporter. You know there is very strict penalties against terrorism in this country. You know that, don't you, sir?
I do.
You do. Then why the heck are you supporting terrorism? Why are you supporting a terrorist company like the Anaheim Police Department? They've obviously lost control. They've obviously gone beyond the levels of morality. They've gone beyond all levels of human beings. They're behaving like wild animals. And you support that? Do you support that?
I can help you with today?
Oh, so you do support that. You've got no problem with that. You obviously get paid enough not to say anything, to turn a blind eye, and to just accept your 30 pieces of silver. Shame on you. Shame on you and your family. You will always be shamed because you're doing nothing but brown shirt. You're a brown shirt for the Nazis, sir. How dare you? How dare you even take a cash money from the taxpayers of America? How dare you? You feel good about that, do you? Do you, sir?
Sorry?
Do they pay you enough to feel good about doing that to people, to turn guns on children? Do they pay you enough to feel good about that, sir?
Sorry, what?
Do they pay you enough to feel good about that?
Spoke about what?
You're an idiot. You can't even answer a question. I've asked you about 10 questions and you've got no opinion. You got no brain. Why are they paying you any money there?
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
You haven't helped me with anything. You've refused to answer questions. You're obviously a moron. You obviously support terrorism. You obviously feel comfortable in your brown shirt. So why the fuck is America paying you anything?
All right. You have a good day. Anaheim Police, Supervisor Carter.
Hello, Mr. Carter.
Can I help you?
No, you can't help me at all because you've found I've found yourself a complete stooge. So can you put me through to your media department, please, sir?
What is this regarding?
I think you have a very good idea what this is regarding. This is regarding terrorism against the American people.
I'm sorry?
I said I think you have a very good idea what this is regarding. This is regarding terrorism against the American people. Please put me through to your media department immediately.
If you'd like to file a complaint, you can visit the...
No, we've been through that before, and we've found that you're nothing but a stooge. So put me through to your media department. I am a member of the media. You are a stooge. You're not even representative of the police department there. You're nothing more than a civilian that's being paid. That is understood. So I would like to speak to somebody of the Anaheim Police Department, Mr. Carter. Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, I'm only hearing every third word. I think your cell phone's breaking up.
I don't have a cell phone. I have a landline connection. You are failing to hear me because your brain cells are not working. Please put me through to your media department.
Hold on one second.
Hi, reached Sergeant Bob Dunn, PIO, Anaheim Police Department. I'm away from the office right now. Leave your name and number after the tone, and I'll get back to you. Or the best number to reach me is on my cell phone at 714-497-6330.
Yes, hello, sir. I'm calling up about your servitude to a member of the terrorist organization known as the Anaheim Police Department. I would like you to hand your badge in immediately because, unfortunately, it seems that the Anaheim Police Department are in fact a bunch of anti-Americans who do not believe in democracy, who are not upholding the Constitution, who are failing to provide services for the American people. Therefore, please, sir, hand yourself into the nearest police station immediately, because you have been identified as a terrorist.
Anaheim Police Dispatcher today.
Yes, a very good morning, ma'am. Very good morning, ma'am. How are we today?
Good. How are you? How may I help you?
Fantastic. Yes, indeed. I hope you can help me. I would like to speak to somebody in the Public Relations Department. I've called up. This is about my 10th time I've called up. And every single time I get obfuscated, I get put on hold, I get forgotten. And it seems like the Anaheim Police Department is doing nothing but censorship. So could you put me through to somebody who can answer my questions, ma'am?
Sure. Hold on one moment.
I've been waiting 1 moment for 10 times.
I'm sorry?
I said I've been waiting 1 moment for 10 times, and I've called up 10 times, and I'm sick of waiting.
Okay, well, I just have to transfer you down, so just give me 1 moment.
Are you going to put me through to a voicemail? Because that's not going to work for me.
No, I'm going to give you to the desk and give me 1 moment.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's Office Alonzo.
Hello, who is this?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Who is this? Can you identify yourself, please?
Sure, it's Sergeant Alonso, A-L-O-N-S-O.
And you're a member of the Anaheim Police Department, sir?
Correct, that's what you're called.
Okay. I was wondering if you're aware of what has happened just recently in the Anaheim Police Precinct with the shooting of a member of the community there.
No, what happened?
You're not aware?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Well, sir, a man was shot in the back in cold blood. An unarmed civilian who was shot in the back in cold blood. When the community came out to have a look what was happening, they were set upon by German Shepherd dogs, by shotguns containing pellets that were aimed at children. And you're not aware of that?
No, I'm aware of that, but I'm not sure what you're referring to. Of course I'm aware of that.
Well, that's exactly what I'm referring to. I'm referring to domestic terrorism.
So what? Uh-huh.
And you're quite happy with that, sir?
No, not happy with that at all. Actually, you know, if you watch the news, they're explaining a whole lot of these things.
Sir, the news, the news,
light and understanding to it.
I can tell you right now, the news is just another wing of the CIA. They're another wing of the mainstream media department that is occupied by nothing more than stooges that are basically saying what they have to say to protect their careers. And I'm sure you're saying what you have to say to protect your career. Despite all that.
Sounds good.
Despite all that, sir, despite it sounding good, I'm sure you're
have a good day, because I do have work to do. Goodbye.
Well, I do have questions. You know? And if you find it... Wow. Well, despite asking a lot of questions, I found out that the Anaheim Police Department certainly do not have a lot of things to say. They do not like to answer questions. They like to remain under the radar. They like to remain obfuscative and not answer any questions that I have concerning the absolute terrorism that took place just a few days ago. This is America under 2012. Get used to it. This is the new world order that we're seeing today. Is there a chance that we can break free from this kind of oppression? Only time will tell. But one thing I have to say to the people here listening to my recording: you can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. This is Steve Johnson signing off, saying God bless, take care, take extra care, and ciao for now.
Press 0 to ask a question or submit a service request. Press 1 to check the status of a previously submitted Anaheim Anytime service request. Press 2 to hear information on topics of interest. Press 3 for electric or water services. Press 4 to report graffiti using our automated system.
Please enter your 5-digit Anaheim Anytime request number, followed by the pound sign.
You've reached Sergeant Criddle from the Criminal Intelligence Unit. I'm out in the field right now. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Yes, hello, Criminal Intelligence Unit. I'd like to report some terrorism done by the Anaheim, to ask a few questions, to find out if they have an ethics department, to find out if they have any moral compunction whatsoever, to get some answers. And here's what's happened.
Anaheim Police Dispatcher today.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yes, a very good morning there. How are we today?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. Just calling up. I was hoping to speak to the officer in charge there at the station. Have I called the Anaheim Police Station?
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. Is the officer in charge there, ma'am?
Sure.
Well, hey, how's it going, Forum? Great to have your company once again. After the video that I posted just recently about the Anaheim Police Department opening fire on the civilians of California, I was absolutely outraged. I was disgusted more than anything that I'd seen in the past. I expect this kind of behavior from Israel. This is the standard operating procedure. This is the modus operandi of the IDF against the innocent civilian Palestinians. I can expect that. However, I never, ever in my wildest dreams expected it to happen in California. With this in mind, I gave a call to the Anaheim Police Department.
One moment, let me transfer you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Service Office Alonzo.
Yes, a very good morning, sir. How are we today?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. My name is Steve Johnson, just calling from Southeast Asian News, hoping you've had a wonderful day.
Uh-huh, very good, thanks.
You've had a wonderful day, have you, sir?
Hello?
Yes, sir, you've had a wonderful day, have you?
Is there anything I could help you with, because I'm a little bit busy?
Oh, of course. I bet you're very busy at the moment because, in fact, your police officers have been very busy assaulting people, shooting children, and, of course, behaving like terrorists. Do you realize a lot of your officers could go to jail for about 10 years for inciting domestic terrorism?
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Are you aware of that, sir, that you could possibly be charged yourself as an officer in charge? You could go to jail for doing that kind of action against the American people?
Sounds good.
You think that's good, do you?
Day.
Do you really think that's good, picking up soap for Big Bad Bubba?
Hello. Thank you for calling Anaheim Anytime. If this is life-threatening, hang up and dial 911.
Para español, oprima el número 9.